Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, he tried to go it alone and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Griezmann, he's gone for it! It's there!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
England trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Thauvin. Henderson gets it back. Hernandez. And here's Pogba going through. It's a loose ball. Trippier tries to get it forward quickly.
England have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Sancho. Oh, nice touch. Trippier is charging up on the overlap. Conte. Maguire, and it's played forward. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0.
England really have kept that build-up play nice and tight with lots of support, a style that they've been trying to make their own for quite a while now.
Dele Alli. And it's Trippier. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Trippier. Thauvin. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Kane. He's got away. Danger averted for now. Ball's gone out of play. Sterling, Kane, and he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Griezmann. Mbappe, and he's cut it out. Forward it goes. Dele Alli. Let's put a stop to that. Hoists it forward. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Trippier goes looking. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Pogba tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Tovin has a go! And the follow-up! He's got away with one there. Dele Alli. Dele Alli takes control of it and he's on the move.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Looking to break out here. Tovin. It's found its way to him. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Dele Alli. And it's Sterling. And here's Kane. Chilwell. Sterling. Cross header! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Moran gets rid without sophistication. England get it back again. Finds himself eased off the ball. Tovin. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Dele Alli. Rice. And it's Kane. He's there to receive it. Tries a shot! Goal! England are back in business.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Conte. Dashing forward at pace. Now it's Pogba. Oh, he's put too much on it. Matuidi. Pogba. Good idea, just poorly executed. Mbappe. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Rice. Chilwell. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Pogba. And here's Matuidi. Tovin. That's a brilliant interception. And it's Sterling. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Jordan Henderson can't get the better of his opposite number. Lingard drives it forward. Chance! Goal! England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
What? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Lemar, Giroud.
France are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Stones. Maguire. Keane. Stones. Chilwell. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rashford plays it forward. Kane. He's had a go! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Loses his balance and loses the ball.
France have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Needed a better pass there. Has he picked him out?
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And it's Sterling. Pavard battles to win it back. Griezmann hoists it forward. France have it back and they can go again. Big chance! He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And that is that. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. The stands here bedecked in the Bianco-Celesti of Lazio, a very, very different crowd to that of their cohabitants. The action has already started. Lazio will have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
Yeah, I think possession is key to their whole game. They've just got to avoid a bad habit they're very aware of and not get too elaborate.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Conte. Right, Conte. Swept in.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Parolo takes control of it and he's on the move. Kimpembe cuts it out.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Tries to get it clear. Beautifully done. It's Lucas! Correa. Pavard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Luis Alberto. Radu. And the keeper's in command. Done very well to intervene. And it's Radu. Parolo. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And help's available out wide. And here's Dembele. Dembele hits it! Goal, France! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
France take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Luis Alberto.
This is very much a team that likes to play a stylish game that's centred around possession. A lot of their build-up play comprises of a series of short passes.
It's come loose. And it's played forward. Pogba tries to stroke it through. Mbappe. What real chance! He scores! And already they're looking to run away with it.
France are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Immobile. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. That was mighty close. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Parolo. And it's Radu. Zuma does well there, alert. And he's going long. He's played him through. That's Dembele. Shoots! And it's there! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
France take a 3-goal. Goes for goal! It's there! They're back within reach! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. So is this the start of a comeback? Mbappe plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Parolo. Correa. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Immobile. Immobile. That's it! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And it's Pogba. Dembele. Mbappe. Griezmann. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And the lead is 3! It is... And the first half is done.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart. There's no need to back away from that.
France lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And we're underway again. Radu positions himself well and cuts it out. Radu. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Breaks on here. In with the challenge. Cataldi plays it forward. Zuma gets into the right position to intercept. Titi tries to get it forward quickly. Cataldi. Lucas. Cataldi. Dembele has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Big chance! Pogba gets it back. Mbappe has a hit! It's in! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the train.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
France, it's another own goal. That is crazy.
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great Kante has given away a free kick. And it's Shaw. McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Igalo, too much on it, and that's the keepers. A real chance to break. Matuidi, Mbappe, that's a Mbappe! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Bailly. McTominay. Bailly. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Igalo. assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Oh, it's Dembele.
And it's played forward. And it's Rashford. Manchester United are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
And he's going long.
Mbappe really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
And the through ball is intercepted. Dembele. Mbappe. McTominay. Keeper sends it forward. Pogba. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rashford. It's a goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Igalo certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. It's come loose. Well read, they've been good at that. Shaw. And it's Conte. Musa Sissoko. And he has been fouled there. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Griezmann ready to try one. Griezmann! Hoists it forward. Griezmann desperately wants to get on the end of this. McTominay plays it forward. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Lindelof. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Mbappe. Real chance! Goal! France!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
France themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Griezmann. Mbappe. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Dembele finds himself offside. McTominay. France looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Igalo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Good ball, it's found its target. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And here's Igalo. That intervention was very necessary. Musa Sissoko. As he picked him out. Ball through needs to be good here. Referee's had a look. He's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but Everton still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. Any strong opinions on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
France come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see. Shot at goal!
Pogba. And that's going to be a goal kick. Pogba. And it's Rashford. And once more they can't get through. Fence has got rid of that. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pogba. Cleared away.
Manchester United making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Shaw gets it back. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying up for it. He's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. So here comes a substitution. So we have a double substitution going on here. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Dembele. Bailly drives it forward. And here's Martial. Oh, great ball! Rashford! Greenwood. Martial has a go! This could fall anywhere! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Manchester United really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Matic. Maguire. Pogba. Loses his balance and loses the ball. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Rashford. Martial closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It's Martial! Same again, same outcome. Varane is there, and he can get that clear. Martial, he's had a go! Should have been the equaliser.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And now the breakaway. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Fakir. Matuidi takes control of it and he's on the move. Tries to get it forward quickly. Griezmann provides an outlet. Cut out in the nick of time. Bailly gets rid without sophistication. And here's Griezmann. He could be in here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Changes here from both sides, in fact. France looking to pull clear here. Fakir! Decent hit from there. And that's been won straight back. Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Lingard. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Clears it out of harm's way.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Oh, good interception. Matic. Bruno Fernandes. It's on a plate, and the finish! It's there! They have stolen level at the last!
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
All square again into the dying minutes. Giroud. Bailly goes looking, and the referee brings it to a close. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side...
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You going for goal! Superb goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Juventus, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Mbappe can't get the better of his opposite number. Higuain gets it out to the wing. Ball swung in. And he's got his range wrong there. Juventus will have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
Absorb and counter is their modus operandi, and when they break, they hit teams with everything they've got.
He spotted the run and played him through. And that's been won straight back. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Can he has a pop! Back of the net! 2 up, too easy. How many more to come? What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
There's the through ball. Breaks on here. Played out to the right. Into the box. Hernandez knocks it away. Rabiot plays it out to the flank.
Juventus have been making some good inroads down the right. Danilo really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contributions, I think, are going to be key. Well, the defence have 2 choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Chooses to go back, and it's played forward, looking to break out here, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Higuain, now it's Higuain, and a shot! A real chance to break. Mbappe, now it's Thauvin. No, he wasn't being fooled. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's straight offside. And it's Thauvin. It's got through. He's... Oh, shooting chance! Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent progress down the left.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play.
No question, that's a foul. Juventus are very strong with their defending, perhaps too strong on occasion.
Oh, look, they're really not doing themselves any favours. They've got to tidy up their act, and they've got to do it quickly.
Chiellini is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Alexandro. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He came in hard, very hard. Pjanic. That's sprayed out wide. Alexandro has come steaming up from the back for this. Cleared away. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Griezmann. Ball through needs to be good here. He's one-on-one! Mbappe! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! The lightness of step, the sharpness of... Dybala has been caught there, it's a foul. And it's Pjanic. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Now it's Dybala, looking to force his way through. He's left his man. Tries the cross. Mbappe. Pogba tries to stroke it through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's got through. Cut out in the nick of time. Away from immediate danger. Griezmann. Rabiot. Higuain with a delicate ball. Just brushed off the... It's Higuain! It's in! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
The whistle goes to half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
France head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And we're already back underway here. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Griezmann is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Thauvin, and he has been fouled there. Shoots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Juventus get it back again. Mbappe! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rabiot drives it forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hit into the middle. Kimpembe can get it clear. Back in once more. And that's been well dealt with. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Juventus keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
What an adventurous run from a defender. He's there to get rid. Lovely feet. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Griezmann now on a hat-trick. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Danilo goes looking. Hoists it forward. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Mbappe, and here's Thauvin. Griezmann, shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. And here's Higuain.
Higuain really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Conte, he gets past his man. Alexandro very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Griezmann pushes to get on the end of it. And it's Thauvin. He's made sure that that won't get through. Looking to hit the front line. Thauvin. Conte. It's Higuain. Dybala has created one goal already. Rabiot. Alexandro. Now it's Thauvin. Chance to break. He's through. Chance! Has a hit! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So now the difference is 3. Dybala. Pjanic. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Pjanic needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He's played him through. Mbappe! Mbappe! He scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. So blue and black, of course, very much the dress code for the day. As you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Christian Eriksen. He's super accurate with both feet, Peter, and able to deliver a cross or a through ball with just a...
Kwadwo Asamoah, he's given away a free kick. Into Milan. They'll play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Yeah, I think possession is key to their whole game. They've just got to avoid a bad habit they're very aware of and not get too elaborate.
It's a loose ball. Kwadwo Asamoah displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Up to meet it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
France can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Gets wrestled off the ball. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now a chance to break.
Skriniar does well there, alert. Now it's Asamoah. Good clearance and very necessary. And here's Lukaku, and the ball's come out. Eriksen. Martinez hits it! Time to deliver. That's great strength on the ball. And the cutback. Real chance! Lukaku. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. And here's Dembele. Dembele really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a mind.
He's one-on-one, big chance! Oh, the ball's come, and in again! And the follow-up, in he goes again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Lukaku very nearly made that count from a combination of luck and good judgment.
Sissoko battles to win it back. Moussa Sissoko.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
And it's Asamoah. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient because they all know what they're doing.
Asamoah. Brozovic. Plays it out to the flank. Moses delivers. Sidibe tries to clear. And the counter is on. Pogba. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Eriksson. And Eriksson! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Inter know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
And it's Pogba. Eriksson gets it back. Eriksson goes looking. Lukaku. Martinez. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Godin. Godin with the crossfield ball. Oh, good interception. We hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. We are already promptly back underway.
France can be very glad that half-time came when it did. Poor possession and very little firepower means they need a serious pickup in this second half. No guts, no...
Shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
And it's Griezmann. Good ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Good challenge. He just stood firm. It's come loose. Musa Sissoko. Griezmann. And here's Dembele. And here's Dembele. Griezmann! Eriksson. Martinez. Moses. Just brushed off the ball there. That's the throw.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Two changes being made right now. Inter Milan have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's Dembele! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Fry gets it away. Martinez. Into the channel. Eriksson battling down that right flank. Sidibe tries to get it forward quickly. Pogba. That's a promising ball. It has got Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
That's a throw. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And here's Lukaku, and he has been fouled there. Chance! Oh, he's been flattened there. Musa Sissoko. No, that's not the ball he wanted. France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Mbappe gets it back. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Pogba. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
And it's Griezmann. Hits one! Really smart interplay.
Well, that was textbook stuff on the 1-2 there. Great link-up play, difficult to deal with.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle. As scoreless games go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer because it's had great honesty and hard work and total commitment. As for a possible winner, I'm still not predicting.
Needed a better pass there. Fekir, well weighted. Giroud is flagged offside. Godin. And here's Ashley Young. Gets the better of his man.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Skriniar positions himself well and cuts it out. Godin. Griezmann. That's a decent ball. He's had a go! Oh, what about that? And surely that has won the day!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. France leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground. And it's Giroud! What a wonderful goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. France produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Manchester United do seem to have a particular identity, Jim. How do you assess it?
One-touch passing is part and parcel of the way they operate, and when it all comes together, it's a joy to watch.
Rashford.
Manchester United have been showing their creativity through the middle, something I've noticed a lot more of in the last, say, dozen games or so.
Good clearance and very necessary. Fekir. De Gea catches it safely.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Moran very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough full contact contest. Just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe. Wan-Bissaka. France scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Ball's out on the left now. Going through. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Bay. Pogba. Pogba has created one goal already. Breaks on here. Mbappe. And this is Matuidi. Giroud. Has a pop! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Rashford. Lindelof does well there, alert. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Mbappe. Matuidi. And it's been taken straight back. Kante Proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Surely, Mbappe. Maguire tries a pass forward. Bruno Fernandes. Igalo. Matuidi. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And he's on his way! Just the keeper to beat! He's gone for it! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Pogba tries to get it forward quickly, and that has put paid to that. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the whistle goes for half-time. Would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
France ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again then. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Mbappe. It's anyone's ball. Pogba.
France clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Defending was strong and firm. Managed to get it away. Well played, he saw that coming. Kimpembe. Conte. Mbappe. Fekir. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. Lingard. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a threat. Wan-Bissaka. And here's Rashford.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Matic. And it's played forward. Manchester United really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Matic drives it forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kante gets it back. Giroud Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pogba. Lingard. Matic. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Matuidi. Oh, they could break here. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Igalo. Clears it out of harm's way. It's got through to him. Now it's Pogba. Gets the better of his man. Pogba. And it's Fekir. Lingard. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Quick glance at goal.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Lindelof. Oh, good interception. And here's Rashford. Fekir. It's the through ball. Maguire positions himself well and cuts it out. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. He hits it! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster the energy levels now.
Maguire battles to win it back. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Matuidi. And it's Umtiti. A chance! And the ball's come out! Surely a shot!
Griezmann really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Out to the left it goes. Pogba hits one! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still. So that's it, it is all over. France, a class apart, opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.